Hello guys, welcome to Ofwe TV. My name is Ikuya. If this is your first time coming here, please take a moment and subscribe to this channel. Make sure you follow me on Facebook. And if you have questions, don't forget my email is always open. It's wofwetv@gmail.com. But if you're a follower or a subscriber, thank you so much for coming in here today and sharing this video and showing your support for Ofwe TV. Today, I have a topic that I wanted to address. Actually, some people have sent me an email asking this question, and I don't want to spend more time responding to that in my inbox. Why not make a video and talk about this question or anybody else who may have this type of question bugging their mind so that it will not have to be like a secret inbox, interaction, right? Okay, but I said some people. So how many people? Actually 2 people. Okay, since the DV lottery announcement, 2 people have sent me emails asking this question that they have student visa, which is F1 visa application that is pending. Some of them have interviews coming up, and they have just been selected for the DV lottery. They wanted to know that should they cancel their upcoming interview. That was one of the people who sent me email. Was like they've been selected for the DV lottery. They have an interview coming up soon, and they wanted to know should they cancel that interview and go to the DV lottery first and see how it goes, which they do. And for that person, I told them, hey, you don't cancel nothing. Pursue both of them. You don't know which one will allow you fly. Okay. And then the second person who sent me an email wanted to know if having the student visa application pending would that affect the DV lottery process now that they have been selected. All right. So I'm going to address both situations all together and tell you why I think this, going this route would be more helpful. Okay. Now, if you're still here watching this video, make sure you have subscribed and you follow this page. All right. So now let's go right into it. So F1 visa and DV lottery visa, they are both different types of visa. Why did I say DV lottery visa? Okay, F1 visa, which is the student visa, and the diversity visa, they are 2 different types of visa. In a sense that the F1 visa is a non-immigrant visa. Basically, a non-immigrant visa is the type of visa that allows you to be in America temporary for a particular period, for a short duration, right? For the diversity visa lottery, when you get that visa, which is under DV, diversity, it is the type of visa that allows you to permanently live in America. Okay, you can live here, you can work here. There is no time limit for how long you can be here when you have the DV, which is the diversity visa. Now, if you're somebody who has won the DV lottery but you have a student visa pending, you should pursue both cases. The reason why I would tell you to pursue both cases is that if, say, your student visa interview is coming up first, go for that interview. Prepare as if, the lottery is not even part of, your whole plan. The reason is that the DV lottery, they can finish visas before the end of the fiscal year. What if you cancel your student visa, your appointment, and then wait on the DV lottery and you never get called for the interview? Have you thought about that? For the student visa, when you go for the interview, the things that you need, the requirement for that visa is different from the DV lottery. It does not depend on, they are not interdependent, okay? So when you have an interview, let's say you have an interview coming up, you haven't submitted your DS-260, which is the immigrant visa application, which DV lottery winners get to fill, then you're not going to talk about the student visa, okay? When you go for your student visa interview, go with all the documentations that are required for student visa, because you are there to convince them about the student visa that you're coming for, not DV lottery. The type of visa that you're going for the interview for, that is what you prepare for. Now, let's say that you go for the interview, you get your visa approved, but you're still a DV lottery winner. What you can do is that when you get your visa, you immigrate to America. When you arrive in America, you will send an email to KCC. These are things that I would include in your email to KCC. You want to include, if your passport was stamped when you arrive in America, include a picture or, take a scan of that. If that was not done, you can go online and request the I-94, which is your arrival and departure record. I have done a video about this. It's on my YouTube channel. You can request for this document online, okay? And so you will include that in your email. The next thing is that you will include your student registration. Since you are coming to school, it is expected that you have already registered for classes, all right? So you want to include that. If you now live in an apartment and you have the lease, it is a good idea to include your lease agreement. I mean, you don't need to include all the pages, but you can include some of the important pages of your lease agreement where it shows you your information and then the homeowner or the apartment manager, their information, okay? Now, the other thing that you want to include will be a copy of your passport. Now, you don't have to put all of these things together, but it will make your life easier, okay? Sometimes you can just send them an email and tell them you're in the US and they might do it for you. But now the way KCC is set up where you send an email and then the person doesn't even read it, or sometimes you send an email, you have legitimate concern request and then they keep rejecting it. That is why if I were you, I would just add all of this information. So the I-94 will show that you have arrived in America. You entered America. Your student registration, your class registration will show that you said you are here in America for school. So that is the proof that you have registered for classes. And then your student visa, okay? Your visa and your passport, you take that picture with that. You send an email to KCC, let them know that you're in America and you would like to process your diversity visa application here in America instead of your home country, or wherever you were from, all right? And then they will change that. They will send you a letter giving you instructions on what to do, where to send your payment, right? Because you have to pay that $330, which you would have paid at the interview. But since you are here in America, they will give you the instructions on where to send that payment, all right? And how to, make that payment also so that you can process your case here. In that case, you did not put your whole journey at risk, right? You went through with your student visa, you were successful, you came to America, and then you continue your DV lottery process. Let's look at the other side. Let's say that you decide to cancel your interview, okay? You decide to cancel your interview and you don't get called for the DV lottery interview. You have missed out on 2 opportunities, all right? You have canceled your interview for your student visa and then you did not get called for the DV lottery. So you have, cancel, you're going to miss out on this opportunity. The other thing is that, remember, when you go for the student visa interview and you get refused on the grounds of not being able to show enough funds that you'll be able to pay for school, that you were not able to prove that after your education in America, you will come back home to your home country. See, those things will not matter for DV lottery interview. Some of you are concerned about that what if I go for the interview, I don't get the student visa, what will happen to the DV lottery? Well, if you are refused visa, your student visa based on some of these reasons, like the ones that I just mentioned, then it will not really affect your DV lottery. Okay, it will not affect them because student visa, when you go for the interview, they want to know that you like going to school for real. Will you be able to afford the school? They don't want you to come here with the pretext of coming to school and then you abandon the school. So that's why they want to see whether you can afford the school whilst you're here, because student visa does not really allow you to do a lot of work where you'll be able to, work and pay for your school, right? Because international fees, international tuition, they are very expensive. So they want to make sure that you are not going to be under extreme hardship. So if you went for an interview and you were refused because they thought that you couldn't afford your school or when you graduate, you don't have plans of returning back home, it will not affect DV lottery. Some of the circumstances that will make it affect your DV lottery is, say you went for interview and you took fraudulent documents to the interview. You took fraudulent bank statements. You took fraudulent school certificate to the interview, and the consular officer was able to fish you out. And then because of that, they got you for misrepresentation. So misrepresentation could be you, or misrepresentation of documents. If you brought a document showing that this is for you, but then it's not for you, you brought a bank statement, a fake bank statement, guess what? That punishment could extend beyond the student visa. It could factor into any type of US visa that you apply for. I hope you understand. So when you go for an interview and say you are barred from America, they said you are barred for 3 years or 5 years, then you can't go for the DV lottery interview. Because if they say you are barred from America, you are barred from America. If you're somebody who has a student visa interview coming up, prepare for your interview. Go there and be great. Go there with confidence, but be careful. Don't go and misrepresent yourself. Don't go and misrepresent with your documents. It could harm your future chances of getting a US visa. So this was something that I wanted to share with you guys. Don't say that because your husband has filed for immigrant visa for you, you're not going to pursue the DV lottery. Don't say that because your fiance has filed for fiance visa, the petition for you, you are not going to pursue the DV lottery. No. Pursue all of them, but whichever one gets you the visa, then you go forward with that. Okay? All right. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please share with your friends and families, and make sure you subscribe to this channel. I have a whole lot of content on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page. If you're a DV lottery winner and you're stuck on what you need to do next, go to my YouTube channel. I have videos for your DS260, how to fill them up. I've broken some of the videos down, and I have a few more to add to my YouTube channel. So hurry up, go there. Don't delay, all right? And I love you guys. I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye.